it's Watch What Happens Live here in the Bravo Clubhouse. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm not Andy Cohen. I'm Dylan. And this is...
me.
I know, I'm pretty close to it. Almost. Flash After Show, what's up, fam? Happy to be here. You guys have been fucking off the charts this week, just tweeting us and YouTubing us and just doing it all. We can't get enough of your activity.
So good, he just F-bombed.
Right.
Yeah,
That's the first one I think we've had on
Jack,
this show.
Lauren, and let's get into the episode. We met the Pied Piper tonight, who's actually a lot more like Andy Cohen than any of us here right now, because the character of Pied Piper is actually one of the few gay superheroes in the comic book world. Supervillains, yes. Correct. I stand corrected. Although he does spend a little time as a good guy.
A little bit.
Pied Piper.
A little bit.
Played by Andy Mintis. And so we meet him, and he kind of is affecting Harrison Wells and this team at Star Labs right away. So, thoughts on Pied Piper?
I really like seeing him in this episode because, just like you were saying, I actually feel like having his presence in there really shakes things up. It definitely makes Harrison Wells very uncomfortable. Clearly, Pied Piper knows far too much and a couple secrets, apparently, that Harrison doesn't want to get out. So I'm pretty excited about him being introduced.
I love the character of Pied Piper. I think, Andy, you're doing a great job. You did a great job, Andy. The character of it was kind of strange. I like the brilliance of him. I always prefer the intelligent kind of supervillains over to the just
brains over brawn.
Yeah, I like the brains over brawn. I think
well, it makes
really
for a more
works.
interesting battle a lot of times.
Yeah, exactly. And it makes it's not
you
just
can relate
like,
to
I
them
can
more
hit harder
too.
than you. And
And Jack's like, and you know, since I'm an intellectual.
And I sit there, I'm like trying to work it out. It's like psychological thriller movies where you're like, right, he's the killer and he did this. It's like Cluedo. It's like a big game of Cluedo when it comes to brains. So I liked it.
No, I thought he was cool. I thought he was one of the better villains, you know? Like you said, brain over brawn type thing. He has some good weapons that do affect the speedster pretty well, you know? But yeah, that's about, I mean, I like they made that little reference to his homosexuality. Yeah. They didn't just make him like, oh my goodness, I have my sound gloves,
when in the episode did that?
When
because it wasn't really revealed in this episode.
There was
remember
one
the line,
part when
Jack.
he walked in, it was in the trailers as well. I'm probably not going to quote this like word for word, I apologise, but it's the first time Flash brought the Pied Piper in, and the Pied Piper walked in and said, you know, give me 2 seconds. You know, it's been my lifelong dream to have a man in a full leather suit. Being coped up. Yeah, coped up with a man in a full leather suit. It's one of my lifelong fantasies.
And he's like, thank you.
Good.
So like they hint at it, but they're not like.
So we'll see that play out this year, and he's also the son of like also a billionaire type guy, you know.
The Rathaway.
But we also learned that the Pied Piper knows Harrison Wells' secret from their time spent together, and the episode tonight kind of leads us to believe that the secret was that Harrison knew that there would be an explosion from the particle accelerator. But was that really the secret, or does he have another secret?
Bro, I knew from the beginning that wasn't the secret. Yeah. And I don't even think the Ronnie Raymond part is the full secret.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not.
First
It's
of
not
all,
the secret.
the biggest clue that we got the whole entire episode was when Harrison Wells was, trying to use, his super fast speed or whatever, falls, collapses on the floor. Pied Piper shows up, sees him, has every opportunity to actually kill Harrison Wells right there. Doesn't do it. Basically says to him, "Am I still your guy?" Cut to black.
So we don't even know what happened right there. Guys, why don't you hit us up right now using the hashtag #TheFlashAS and give us your theories of what happened after we cut away from that scene. It could be your funny conversation of what happened after we left them two while he was on the ground, or your serious theory of what happened. Just, be entertaining. Hit us up personally. Use the hashtag #TheFlashAS. You guys know what to do. What could it possibly be? Like when he said, Harrison, I know Harrison's secret, what in your head, Jack, did you think that secret was going to be?
Obviously, because they were, what did he call him? The prodigal son. Prodigal son. Sorry, excuse my pronunciation. And so I feel like the beginning of Wells's turn was pretty much when he had Hartley as his protege, and that was what Hartley knows everything about Wells. The whole he knows Wells prior to the particle acceleration accident. Yeah. There you go, got it out.
I think he also must know about the tachyon particles as well. I think he must, because
he walked in on him right there.
Exactly, like on the floor, not even anywhere near his wheelchair. I think he knows about it, and I think that he knows. I think there's still something that they're playing together. I still don't trust Harrison Wells fully. I mean, I think that the fact that he actually went over and beyond to try to regain their trust even shows more so that he's up to something, because why else would it be so important to him that they believe him again?
Did you get your eyebrows done recently?
No.
They look very good.
Oh,
look very
thank
nice.
you.
Yeah, I actually.
Sidebar.
You know the first thing I thought when he said the secret? It's very embarrassing, but I was like, oh, he knows he's the Flash. But like he was telling the Flash that statement, so I forgot that very quickly.
You just got overexcited.
Yeah,
for a
I was just like,
second.
oh, he's the Flash.
Oh, he's
No,
the
it can't be
no.
Flash. What I thought his secret was going to be is that he knows he's like not really handicapped, and he's
Yeah.
kind of like messing with the particle accelerator to like give him some speed. And any quick little addition?
I'm gonna just say it quick. I think I thought the secret was gonna be he knows his name is not Harrison Wells, and that right there would blow everything out of proportion.
What are the options?
Well, I mean, from what we've seen, and this is just another quick theory side note. I mean, we saw right now using the tachyon particles, he has no control over them. Okay, and he has a hint of both Professor Zoom and Zoom. Like it's hard to pick out which one. So I'm not really sure, but. I mean, just throwing this out there, it seemed kind of like he couldn't control himself due to maybe an accident, like an explosion of the cosmic treadmill.
Professor Zoom and Reverse Flash.
Yeah, like he has.
Zoom and Zoom.
Well, Professor Zoom is a Reverse Flash and Zoom is the other Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
But like. Hunter Zolomon had the accident, so he was, put that little step ahead in time, which isn't the Speed Force, but it replicates it very well. Whereas Reverse Flash had no powers and had to use the tachyon particles in the beginning. Eventually he gets them, but like in the beginning he didn't. So it's like he has that, and then he has that. And I feel like right now he's using the tachyon particles to help control his disposition in the timeline. Yeah. So I mean that would be cool if they tried to implement both rather than doing two separate storylines.
Well, I thought it was an interesting, that you brought up before we started on air tonight. That the man in the yellow suit being Dr. Wells. And I just think that after tonight, I thought before that was a possibility as well, even though you kind of saw, you weren't sure, like, did we see them in the same scene? Is that even possible? I think after tonight, we know that that's not possible, simply for the sheer fact that Dr. Wells can't even control the tachyon particles. And the Reverse Flash that we saw was a man who was so good that he was better than Barry, So...
No, I'm glad you bring that up because we also see his legs shaking uncontrollably. Now I'm thinking maybe he becomes handicapped because of this, and the very thing that's giving his powers is going to take away his, livelihood. So, any thoughts regarding how the particle accelerator or the tachyon particle machinery he has on him will affect him moving forward? And by the way, I don't get paid to say this, but this Hint Fizz watermelon sparkling water is bomb.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
I love sparkling water. And now we got some flavored, and it's sugar-free.
What one did you get?
Down. Watermelon.
I got blackberry.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, you know I like that.
Cheers, darling.
Can I try that one?
No.
Yeah,
Cooties!
So I think particle accelerator is going to come into play.
Just quick, my question, Hartley helped...
it's good.
Hartley helped Wells develop the particle accelerator. Why did Wells want to build the particle accelerator in the first place? Has that question been answered yet?
I mean, I feel like the particle accelerator itself might be the time travel device we've been talking about this entire time. I want to say it's the cosmic treadmill, but
I want to know if Hartley knows the reason Wells wanted to build the
that's a good
particle
point.
accelerator and the whole reason he needed Hartley's help. Like, he had to tell Hartley what it was, why he needed this particle accelerator built.
Yeah, because he keeps mentioning because of all the good that you can do with the particle accelerator, but he doesn't really say what that is.
What it is.
Going
It doesn't
past and fix
say
past
why.
mistakes.
There is no... tell me if we're wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong. I could be completely wrong. I could have completely missed this from one of the previous episodes. But... from what we can see, Harrison Wells hasn't actually said what he wanted to use the particle accelerator for yet.
A lot of questions up in the air get going on the YouTube comments right now, and the aftertaste on the blackberry, not my favorite.
Yeah.
But the watermelon, very good if you guys want to try that one. So what was our favorite moments and least favorite moments of this episode?
My favorite, the whole episode I really liked because it wasn't so much about the Flash. I thought that was interesting. I thought this episode was very much focused towards Harrison Wells and Hartley. The Flash was in it, but he was being Harrison Wells' middleman. He was doing everything for Harrison Wells. He was doing everything the Flash was just being the Flash, doing what he was told, trying to help people out. But this whole episode was just a giant chess game, and they kept referring to the chess moves.
Pun intended.
In the thing, pun intended.
Now,
It was a
in
giant
the
chess
comic
game
of
between
Pied
the
Piper,
two.
what we didn't see is that he kind of uses a flute for his powers.
Yes.
So it kind of was transmitted to the gloves, which I like because it's a little more realistic. We also saw someone jumping into the real world a little bit with Iris getting this new job. Was that a pro for you, or are you anti her in the Lois Lane role?
No, I mean, it's cool. They explained it well as far as like her getting such popularity, talking to the Flash all the time. That, of course, a big time spot.
What do you mean? So she has a blog and then got a real job from it? That
Yeah.
never happens.
Amazing.
Oh,
Never
Lord.
happens.
Lauren, your favorite moment, least favorite moment?
You know, just in general, like I said before, I just really liked the Pied Piper being introduced in general in this episode because I feel that it opens up the gateway for so many really cool things to now happen. I feel that, you know, up to this point, you know, we've kind of known what different things are about to happen, and I feel like now we have no idea where this is going to go, no idea what secrets lie ahead. I just think that it gives way for a lot of interesting plot twists that we haven't seen previously.
Can I say one little thing that I noticed about this? You know what, Iris? I've got a problem with you, honey. I'm not gonna lie. The only time she ever goes to Barry is when she needs validation of something.
Thank you.
And it's been, I noticed it today.
Thank
When
you.
she was sitting there, she's like, oh no, you've had a bad day. That means I can't have a bad day. It's like, hold on, honey, you're meant to be his friend. If you see he's having a bad day, just because you've had a bad day, sorry, I know you're a girl, no offense.
None
But
taken.
if you notice that he's having a bad day first, put your problems aside, go up to him, Barry, what's the matter, buddy?
What's the matter?
Jack,
What's the matter,
good
buddy?
luck with that. I've been telling you from the beginning when she kept
validation.
bed hopping with old Eddie over there
Exactly.
to get your ass out the house. You've moved out, go. I'm not your best friend no more.
Exactly.
Talk to blonde hair, blue eyes over there.
She needs
Not
to
to
just-
please
Yeah,
it, 'cause I
that's
ain't
true.
got
For
nothing to do
someone
with
who
it.
has a boyfriend, she definitely comes to
You know what
Barry
I'm
with all
saying?
of her problems.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some insecurities that's gonna come up through Eddie pretty soon. Thawne, let's not forget what the
Eddie's not
last
gonna-
name
yeah.
is. Thawne, like I censor myself right there. I know.
Yes. Thank you for making up for
You're
my
welcome.
F-bomb earlier.
You're
That's what's
welcome.
dope about being on the internet. Hopefully not that many 7-year-olds watching. But there might be, and you're part of this whole Flash fandom
And if you are
out
7
there.
watching, do not use the F-bomb.
You guys have been killing it online. We got the best fans out there because we got some dope artwork that we got today. Fan
Yeah.
art. And I think we're actually the stars of the art. So let's throw these photos up. Just some guy hooked it up online with some artwork. Here we go. We're the Teen Titans.
Yeah.
We got Jack Hind as Red Robin. Lauren is Starfire. Devon, his dream come true. He is the Flash.
Oh, yes.
And they got me up there with the yellow pants as Beast Boy. So
Bruh.
thank you to add Just Some Guy.
They even put your boy hairline in the outfit. You saw it with the. I was like, what's good?
So thank you guys. If you got any sort of artwork like that and you want to get it up here, feel free. We got a couple more. Here's some more fan art that was sent to us. And this is a original piece. This is Barry as the Flash with his mask off, kissing Iris. Now
I like
found
it.
Now there is a in the bottom. Can we pull it up one more time? I really like looking at it. It's very well done. It's very well done. In the bottom right-hand corner, there's a signature of who the artist is. I don't really know who the artist is, so I apologize, but it's definitely on Twitter. Can we one more time check out that artwork? Let's see that go back up there.
Boom.
Yeah, that's nice.
If
oh
anyone
yeah, they are making
recognizes-
out. Let's tweet that at Iris, the actress.
Candice
Patton.
Patton, yeah.
Candice Patton.
Candice Patton.
Candice Patton.
Like Paula Patton,
That's
just
good.
Candice.
And one more, the final photo. This one is our favorite one.
Yes!
Boom!
Yes!
Devon.
Is that
Adams.
the-
Oh my
What's up?
God,
Go
I
ahead.
didn't see that.
Who made that for you, Devon?
I got to
That
shout
is
out my boy
amazing.
at Sondo.
So
I told him I was gonna give him a shout out. At Sondo, good looking big homie. He got the beard in there and everything. Imagine
Oh
Flash with the
my
beard.
God,
Now, the best part about this
Dope.
being on YouTube, you guys can scroll back a couple seconds, take your own little screenshots or
Love
screen
it.
grabs of Devon. Why don't you tweet us back the photo of Devon with your own little subtitle and caption it for him because he
Yes.
loves stuff
Yes,
like
please
that.
do. Let me know what you think the caption is besides baddest month of all time.
Oh, guys, and speaking of shout-outs, I have 2. Manny Lopez
Yes.
and also Patrick Ewing. Ewing?
Patrick Ewing?
Well, that's how he spells it. E-W-I-N-G.
Patrick Ewing.
Wait, you talk.
Only
No,
my
no,
video
I don't
make
think
him all
it's. I
time.
don't think it's the same guy.
I doubt it's Patrick Ewing, but
yeah,
if it was,
but
it's
it's a
awesome.
cool
What's
name
up,
and it's
Pat?
great. And if it is, but both of you, hey, what's up?
Right.
Shout it
Devon's
out.
up
Am I
Got
bad
a
because
couple
I don't know
shout-outs.
who Patrick Ewing is?
He's an NBA basketball player. Used
New
to
York
be.
Knicks, baby.
there you
Come
go.
on.
Sorry,
But,
guys.
at I Love College _ what's up at Regis Black 1993 and happy birthday everybody.
Wow.
Let's tell him happy birthday to
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
at Mr. Bowen 72. It was his birthday and he wanted a shout
Mr.
out. So
Bowen
Happy
72.
birthday.
We're going to get to a lot more shout outs and a couple more fan questions right after this quick break, so you don't be running off anywhere.
Just in case you missed it live, In case you missed it live.
Just in case you missed it live.
Oh, just in case you missed it live. In case you missed it live, I'm doing something right now.
So we're all super excited.
So this is dancing.
So what would that be, like a 7?
I cannot. I literally cannot. You guys have got to get it together.
Don't hate the player, don't hate the game. Hate the contract you didn't get.
He's a coward. He's a giant chicken shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's going to be like hurricane. Whoa.
Watch out for those girls. They are gagging them.
Hold the phone.
Hold on.
Bro.
The more brutal you are, the more power you have.
Right.
That was sexy, it was hot, it was heated, I was into it.
You are gonna be the most high-paid hooker in the world.
Go ahead and invite your friends and everybody. Tell your mama, tell her go ahead and turn the stove off and get up on the computer so we can get on the stream.tv.
Thank you again for joining us, and until next week, bye-bye.
That's right, guys. Keep using the hashtag #FlashAS. Hit us up and comment in the YouTube section right now. Over almost 200 of you live watching right now, so we love you. In fact, Jack is going to shout some of you out right now. So,
Right, ready, guys? Poe the Jedi, Anti-Hyperlink, Fat Lord, Patrick Holmes, John Elford, Sonny Castilla, Forever Johnny Boy, what's going on, my man? JC Thayer, Fat Lord again, sorry, New Age Titan, Nicholas Conda, Hydro Knight, Calvin P, Eric Curto, Gerline S, Caroline Hines, that's a great last name, Caroline. Forever Johnny Boy again, John Elford again. Guys, it's always a pleasure. Have I got any more here? Casey Vaughan, a cursed sniper. Cheeky, did you see American Sniper? What'd you think of it? Let us know. T.L. Parker 887, Rail Jane, Rick Stokely. It's a pleasure.
good job, Jack. Now, we're going to get to some Twitter questions, but you go ahead and hit up Jack right now in the YouTube comment section, your questions, because in about 3 minutes, we might feature you. But our first Twitter question comes from @Jatavion7, and he says, since Barry and Iris get married in the cartoon, do you think they will get married on the show? And how will that happen?
Ooh, I mean, realistically, they're a little young for marriage, I feel like, what they put as their age. But, I mean, give it a couple seasons down.
Correct.
Yeah, I feel like that would happen.
Maybe the series finale 6 to 8 years from now.
Agreed.
That could be the wedding.
Maybe
wedding
not 6 to 8, because 2 to 3, 3 to 4, maybe.
You think it'll? No, I think it's gonna be like 6 seasons.
I don't think it'll be 6. I think it'll be a
4 seasons.
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know. If we
I could see
it
Greg
completely
Berlanti
sizzling
coming
out,
at
to be
you.
honest. I could see him staying as friends. I'd like to see the CW
Don't you
writers
dare say that.
take that for a little while.
You don't say that.
Maybe they try it and then actually it's like, no, we can't do this.
Well, let
don't
us know what you
say
think.
that.
Our next question comes from @JuniorBrum, and this one's for you, Devon.
Oh.
In the comics, is Barry's personality the same as in the show when he's not the Flash? Kind of passive and friend-zoney?
Not really. He's like a
Cockier.
the Barry
that
Allen in the
adjective,
comics is more like
friend-zoney.
a. I know that was a good one. In the comics, he's more like almost a Steve Rogers type. Like he's very straightforward and to the point. Wally West is the jokester. Yeah. Okay, like that's the one everyone's known in the TV shows, Justice League, all that. Yeah. They know Wally West, and he's the funny man. Barry isn't so funny. He's more like, I got work to do. I'm still a police criminal. I forgot what you call the thing. Criminal.
Crime fighter?
Criminal investigator.
While we're on the subject of friend
forensics, I think.
Doesn't the friend zone sound like the most amazing place of all time? Like you would love to have your birthday party there? Like the zone of all your friends? Like, are you crazy? Wow, that's just like, I'm definitely having my birthday party at the friend zone. Yes.
I think that's a good point, though, about the whole Barry thing, like, and what he's like when he's not the Flash, because in this CW version, he is kind of, I don't know, like, he's very passive. Like, I feel like he could be a little, I mean, maybe they did that because they wanted to show
Room
the
to
juxtaposition.
growth, exactly. That's a true actress right there. One more final Twitter question. This comes from Susan. Hey, Susan, @Susan1864. This for all of us. Who is your real life hero and why? So why don't we go around the room quickly and just say our hero, and then we'll come back to why. So Jack, who's your real life hero?
My real life hero is going to be my parents, no matter what.
Damn it, don't steal mine.
I know it sounds bad. No, it should be everyone's, I think. Well, sorry, I can't say I think it should be everyone's, but in my opinion, it should be everyone's. Your parents brought you into this world. My parents have done everything for me. It makes me sound like a spoiled brat. It's not true. They've helped me out. They've pushed me towards.
I love your parents, and I know they're watching
Exactly,
now,
they'll be watching. I love them to pieces. They're my real life hero.
Lauren, that's so beautiful. Thanks, Jack. Lauren?
Well, he ruined mine. I was going to say that, too. And then I started to try to think of something witty, and there wasn't enough time, so I have nothing good else to say.
So no heroes, Devon.
The Flash.
Real life hero.
The Flash.
Well, he's real now.
So yourself.
Well, I mean, realistically, I don't know. It's hard to say. You know, I want to say my mother because she brought me in and I'm here now. But you know, I don't know. The Flash.
That's fair. That's
maybe
fair.
Willard Christopher Smith Jr. I don't know.
There we go. Yeah, I think Will Smith is definitely a lot of people's heroes. My parents too, but I gotta say The Rock is my hero. The Rock, Derek Jeter, Ryan Seacrest, Jimmy Fallon, Howard Stern. Those are my heroes.
Boom.
Holler at your boy if you hear me. Who's your real life heroes and why? Hit us up on the hashtag #FlashAS. It could totally be your parents. That's fine with us. Jack, do we have time to get to one live YouTube question?
One live YouTube question. Why is the man in the yellow suit have... This is from Nicholas Conde. It's literally the first one that just popped up. Why is the man in the yellow suit have red lightning and Barry have yellow lighting if one is in a yellow suit and the other is in a red suit?
That's a great question.
It is a good question.
We had that question while the show was going on, and Devon expertly pointed out that while they're in the suits of the color give off that certain color, but without the suits, they actually give off the inverse color. So Barry's lightning without a suit is yellow.
Well, the thing is, his lightning color never changed. It's just once they run a certain speed, like he'll be red, like
the
the suit is red, but the red
color,
is always
and
yellow.
The blur. So his movement is red, but
is red.
Flash's lightning is yellow.
Is yellow.
And then the reverse Flash's lightning is red, and maybe if he's in the yellow suit, it's yellow blur.
Also, contrast is pretty.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's honestly the real reason
if you got a yellow Flash on a yellow suit, it blends in.
It clashes.
And it blends in. So,
let's keep the round of applause going for all of us. I like that because that concludes this episode. Thank you guys for hanging out with us right here every Tuesday at thestream.tv. This is the Fan Show Network. Guys, holler at us. Let us know what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, not including Lauren's clothes because this is a PG show. Sometimes PG-13.
I hate
is
running.
it from Hollywood. Later.
Chris Hawkins, Drake Aiken. Peace.